You contact a sporting director as an agent and you get no reply. Then you try to write maybe a follow-up email and you get no response. You're ghosted. Do you know why all this happens? I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how to treat this or on how to adjust this if you're an agent and you're struggling with this. Now, I know where this is coming from. You know, a lot of agents, when you come into the industry as new agents, you have that feeling that when you get your license, you're just going to ring every sporting director and you're going to get a response to say, oh, bring that player and we'll sign him. That's that feeling that a new agent always gets. We all get that when we're new, but soon you realize something. And I think if you're watching this video, you must be a new agent or even an old agent. But this is what happens to most agents: that when they ring sporting directors, they have no response, or email them, no response. They are being ghosted. So let's look at what happens behind the scenes. So you're an agent. The first thing is when you send that message to your sporting director, I bet you there's one thing you don't know, that sporting directors receive thousands of these messages. So you are one of those thousands. So why will sporting director answer your message if he doesn't know you? So that's the first thing. He receives thousands of these messages. And let me tell you, the work of a sporting director, he travels to Africa, Asia, everywhere just to scout players for his team. And his job is to bring the best of his team, best players, so that the team can keep functioning. Because when the team is not functioning, they look at the sporting director and the coaching staff. So he is at the head of that category, followed by the coach. So you have to know that for a sporting director to reply to your email, they have to be a lot to go in there before he's replying to your email. A lot of agents write these messages. Hello, I'm a licensed FIFA agent. I got my license. I have this striker who scored 30 goals a season, and if you sign this striker, he's going to help you win you the league. All those kind of messages. So I know these messages because I'm an agent as well, and when I'm talking to sporting directors, interviewing them, these are things that they come up with. I mean, these are things that they say, okay, it's challenging for them to always read emails because they get this kind of lazy emails, if I may call it lazy emails. So don't be surprised if you write many sporting director. That's normal. They'll not reply. But how do you move the needle for them to reply? You have to build relationship with them. And for you to build a relationship with sporting director, you have to start from base. You don't have to be aggressively attacking the sporting director or spamming him with emails. He's never going to reply because that's not what moves the needle. What moves the needle is find a problem you can solve. When I mean find a problem you can solve, people will you go, what kind of problem can I solve at the club? They already have things going there. I don't need to be anyone who can solve a problem. I'm just there to sell my players. No, you can solve a problem. The first thing is if you provide value to a club, then you are in. And if you don't provide, you're out. Put those two things in mind. So how can you solve a problem? So if you go take details and you watch, let me say, 10 games of that team, any team you're trying to make business with, and analyze, they always have gaps in teams because they are constantly looking to replace someone, or someone contract is running out, or maybe someone has an injury. There are things gradually happening in the football club. Just the normal day life, like in a house, someone can be sick, someone can not be feeling fine to go to work. Just like daily life, they also have things that they are doing that they are constantly checking on at the club. So if you can pick those gaps and provide value, because your email should never be this kind of generic email that everyone sends that has striker. Your email should go in the direction of a target. Let's take, for example, if they have a crap left back, maybe my language, crap left back, if they have a left back who is not good, you should be doing a lot of work and talking about just that position. Be known for having a specific target, communicating on that, and making sure that you're watching, that you know every stats concerning that left back, and the person you're giving to them, you make sure that you have every stats concerning him that he's much better than that other one. That's how you move the needle gradually. But the first point of communication is always key. You don't just send your first email to a sporting director signing with a player. Your email should be about having a conversation with them and with him, and just saying you're just checking on that, talking about the team, how his team is doing well, and you'll be keeping in touch from afar, and you really like the work that he's doing, and you are this person. Keep it simple, and that you're trying to, you are interested. You really like the way the team is playing. Make something simple. Don't go showing yourself as if you're begging, because once you beg, everyone always like, oh. It's almost like you look salesy. Do you know when you're online and then someone tries to say something to you? Do you always know how the first thing is? Your first approach. Your first approach is always like, oh, he's trying to sell me something, but he's trying to be canny. So don't sound salesy or like a salesperson. Sound like a professional, which you are interested actually in learning what they are doing. Then from there, when you build your relationship with him, gradually you see that it becomes more natural. He will need you more, because sporting director need agents, or they need people to work with. But what they don't need is, they don't need someone how do I call it? They don't need someone hanging on their neck to say, buy my player, please, buy my player, please, buy my player. No one needs that kind of person. Even if you are in the position of sporting director, when someone says that to you, you run away. I say that because I say this also from a point of experience, because I'm on LinkedIn, and because I've built a network of interviewing sports directors, CEOs of football club, and other people. So when people see me among these people, you can imagine the amount of messages I get on LinkedIn. Players writing and sending a lot of videos. I barely don't write those people back. Not that I don't want to respond, it's just that there are about thousands of them. In a day, I receive like 45 messages. What can I do? 45 messages, and someone say, hey, I may write back from, for example, Ghana, and I'm playing, and I'm good. I want to work with you. The way you get, the way also, so now I understand network a lot, because the way people try to speak to me, and the way I also react is the same way I try to understand that, okay, sporting director, this is the way you have to talk to them. You don't have to go like salesy person. You have to find what you can offer to them. So let's take, for example, if someone approached me inside and say, hey, Brian, I see that you're doing a lot of work on LinkedIn. I on your LinkedIn page, I see that you're doing a lot of work, and if I could help you, is there any task you want me to do on LinkedIn for you? Because I'm quite good on LinkedIn. I'm just giving an example. Yeah. So now the person, even if I don't reply to that message, the person has opened my brain up. Say, oh, yeah, okay. The first thing, I'll try to look that person's profile. If he's very good on LinkedIn, then now you open a conversation. So you see the angle the person has targeted me. Same like with sporting director. That's why I say you have to learn network. With sporting director, you have to find an angle to speak to him, so that he can open up to you. You cannot just pop up with your player and say that you have a striker who does this. It's not going to work. Okay, so that's a little bit of tips that I'm giving, that if you apply this, is going to really help you in your network. That's it for the video. I'm Gaucho Brian, FIFA licensed agent living in Finland. I help football agents build their network with football clubs. And if you wish to book a mentorship call, and you're struggling with this, you can book it below. I'm going to help you build your network, or start off, give you tips, or give you ideas how you can contact a sporting director, and you can start building your network with a particular club. Okay, so do this, and then we'll see in another video. Take care. Okay, bye for now.